Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Leo G, man, and I'm coming with man. This is like this is some monumental stuff, man. This is some monumental shit. Excuse the language, man, but I gotta be real, man. This is epic tonight, man. This is the culmination of episode 50 of the Leo G podcast, man, and we got like this is man. This is real. Like as I talk about it, man, I'm getting real. Like it's really hitting home with me, man. We're gonna get into it here. So this is the Leo G Show, man. Episode 50. This is episode 50, man. With none other than my people, man, that are on the marquee, man. I pass it over to my man Banks. Banks, don't give it away. Don't give it away. But what's up, brother?
How you feeling, Leo G? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling, dude. It's all coming down, man. This is all coming down. It's all coming down on me. We're gonna talk about it in just a moment, man. And I got my boy Derek over there, man. What's going on, brother? You take yourself off mute, man, so we can do this.
Oh, what's up, Leo G? I'm feeling kind of sporty tonight. I pulled out a special cigar tonight. I ain't gonna smoke it yet, but I'm gonna smoke it Friday because when you have a special occasion, you always pull out the Cubans, baby. You pull
Ooh,
out the Cubans.
man. Oh man. Oh my God. So listen, look, dude. I know we like to put everybody on mic on mute, man, while we do this part. Man, everybody take themselves off mute right now. I want y'all all to take yourself off mute because we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation about what we just saw and what just happened, man. For real. So this is episode 50, man. This is not a this is out of the normal what we usually do. It is, and guys, we put a lot of work into this show, man. For real, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I'm top billing, man. I've been doing the show for a minute, man, but you guys have been riding with me for a while, and you can and you do this, but we put a lot of work into the show. But this was something that we needed to do tonight because we ride for Atlanta sports, man, and we talk about Atlanta sports and we love Atlanta sports, and something just happened that we just had to come out here raw and talk about it. We just had to come out here, man, and let it be known how we feel. So I'm gonna try to drop this episode tomorrow because it needs to be dropped. Banks is excited. We holding I'm not holding my emotions. Banks trying to hold his emotions. Derek trying to hold his emotions. Listen here, man. So I'm gonna stop wasting time, man. The Atlanta Braves are the 2021 World Champions. The Atlanta Braves have just clinched and won the World Series in 6 games against the Houston Astros in Houston. We are the World Series champions here in Atlanta. Before I kick it over to you guys here, man, I got to get some stuff off my chest, and I'm going to let you guys get it off your chest as well, man, because this is what we're going to do for this episode 50. Listen here, man. You know, Leo G is very excited. And the reason I'm excited is because, man, Atlanta sports is what I do, and I've been doing it all my life. I've had the privilege of seeing, the Atlanta Braves win the championship in 1995. I had the privilege of seeing Atlanta United win the championship a couple of years ago in 2018. But listen, we've talked about this. If you've been following the show, if you've been listening to the show, we've talked about this, man. This is something that we did not see coming. Look, I wish I could take credit and say, hey, I saw this coming. 2021 MLB World Champions. I wish I could take the credit to say this, man, but we didn't see this. We've been talking. If you've been listening to this show, you know for a fact, man, we've won a championship, man. We've been looking for a championship, man, here in this city. And man, we got it, man. We got another championship in this city, man, for real. And it feels so lovely, man. And we'll get into the particulars of how this happened, but I want to give the floor to my guys and so they can let everybody know how they feel, man. Because I'm in my feelings. We done pop bottles. We done had toast. So I'm gonna give it first and foremost. I'm gonna give it to my man Banks because I know he's ready to like just get it out. He's ready to get it out, man. It's been a long time coming, bro. I mean, we saw Atlanta United. We was at the Atlanta United parade. I mean, that was something special. But to see the Atlanta Braves now be the World Series championship in 2020, man, Banks, go ahead, get it out, man. Tell everybody how you feel. Tell everybody how you feel, man.
July 31st, the Braves was 55-58, was something close to that record, 55-59. 5 games out of first place. Didn't have any outfielders to the name after Acuna went down. Alex Anthopoulos came in and he just basically just put his nuts on the table and said, look, this is what I need. Let me get it. And he got it. And even then, when we picked up those guys, I still didn't think that was going to be a run to glory. You know, we'd be sitting here talking about a championship here in Atlanta. Atlanta has a championship, guys, a championship. We finally got that championship we've been longing for. Shout out to those haters out there that said we'll never see another one. Guess what you can do? You can get on your knees, you can adjust your throat, your jaws, and you can suck on it and then choke. That's what you can do for it. And
Oh
yes, if you
man.
know who you are, whoever you know, you said it. Because I'm coming back at you 100% fast, bro. Because this is my
Man.
city.
Man,
We got a
Oh my God.
championship.
good
Oh my
gracious.
God.
Look at it.
Man.
Look at it.
Look
Look
at it.
at it.
Look at it.
Tell
Listen,
how you
listen.
really feel.
Derek, I'm about to pass over you. Let me say something before I kick it over to you, man. And I know you guys, we just talked about this. I know you guys don't want to I'm gonna say it though because it needs to be said because it's relevant in this moment. It is relevant in this moment and how we feel. And I just want you guys to take this in. The reason this is relevant is because on Sunday, as we record this podcast, this is of course this is gonna be Tuesday. What's going into Wednesday now, but this is relevant because Sunday we were all together. Banks, you actually came over to the crib. We were trying to see if we can end this thing on Sunday, game 5. It didn't happen. But everything happens for a reason. And Derek, I know I'm stalling. I'm going to get to you because I know you're ready to get this. But I got to get this out because I want everybody to understand the significance of this, man. And I have to say this. The last time a team from Atlanta was in Houston to play a championship, it didn't go well. It didn't go well. It did not go well. And when I tell you that everything happens for a reason, when you talk about exercise demons, dude, this is something you cannot script this because the Braves were not able to clinch at home, fellas, but we were able to go to Houston. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. We were able to go to Houston and actually win in the city of Houston, where we suffered so much trauma from what happened the last time a team was there to try to clinch a championship.
I
This
always
is
say
like,
that. Hold on, Leo. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I always say that Houston was the place where the memes were born. The Georgia meme came from the Falcons meme. Let's just keep it real. No one did that meme until the Falcons had that loss. Okay, everybody showed the scoreboard of whatever that team was leading, and then the final score. You know, that's always been the Falcons meme, and it's going to be the forever the Falcons meme. And it's funny you should say that. It's going back to Houston to exercise some demons. You had people already had those memes already on go, ready to release. Had we not won this game
and
tonight,
Banks. That's why I say that this needed to happen. This needed to happen because, like I said, man, it's fitting to go back to that place with the Braves and to win it there. To like you said, to exhale. If you are an Atlanta fan, so first and foremost, man, I'm gonna say this, Derek Cole, I'm getting to you. I know I'm taking forever, but I'm definitely gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna give you your shine. But listen, if you are an Atlanta fan, right, this has to really, really hit you in your. It has to just hit you in your stomach, as the country folk will say, in your craw. This is for real. Like everything just came full circle, and it's almost like it's a weight lifted off of us. It's something like it's almost like this. This just gave us a new beginning. This is like a fresh start, man. A championship for this city. Jericho, I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to give you everything you want to say what you want to say, because of course there's a lot of build up to this. So Jericho, man, the Atlanta Braves are World Series champions, man. You go ahead, you get it off. Go ahead, brother.
Hey man, just like before we toasted this championship, the listeners didn't hear. So, I'm a grown man and I admit when I'm wrong because that's what you do. I said I was not going to watch the Braves until they got the World Series. I held true except one game in the NLCS because I was out of town and I was watching with my people. I had a problem with Snit. I did because of what he did to my boy Acuna. But today, I'm going to say, Snit, you did your thing by bringing that championship to Atlanta. Now, how does it feel? It feels so. It feels so damn good. Like I can't wait to Friday. Like I don't know what's going to happen between Wednesday and Thursday as far as work productivity in Atlanta, but I can tell you this: it probably won't be any work productivity in Atlanta for the next 5 days because you're talking about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we play the Aints on Sunday. So you know it's gonna be off the chain.
Oh my God, man. Listen, I ain't want to even get into that, man. But
You know what
listen
I'm
here,
saying?
man. This is like for real. As we, bruh, like this is really this is I'm a grown man, but I can tap into my emotions, man. I'm very very emotional right now, man. Because like this has been for every everybody that's been following Atlanta sports, and I say Atlanta sports, and I'm gonna say this right here, Banks. Banks, I want you to, I don't want you to come into this, and I want you to really, really let everybody know how you feel about this here, man, too, because we talked about this, and I think it needs to be said. There are a lot of people that have jumped on this thing, man, with the Braves once they got to the World Series, and like they want to feel like they're a part of it, right? But
You
we're
talking about
all
me?
ATL.
You
Man, I
talking
ain't
about
talking
me?
about you.
Oh, I'm
Get
just
your ass
nigga.
down. I ain't talking about you.
I'm
I'm
just
talking about.
joking. I'm just joking.
I'm talking about ATL down, like ATL down. Falcon, because my thing is, I'm gonna say this here before I give it over to you, Banks. If you're not with the Falcons, if you're not with the Hawks, if you're not with the Atlanta United, you can't really understand where we are when I talk about this, man. Everybody be talking about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm a Braves fan, this, that, and the third, and I love the Braves. Braves, I always been a Braves fan. Man, you know what? Listen here, man. You know what? This don't hit the same. This don't hit the same when you a Lakers fan, Patriots fan, whatever fan you are. This don't hit the same. It don't. We've been doing this for all the ATL teams, and we rep all the ATL teams. So this hits a little different for us. Now, you know what? There's a time and a place for me to get on my soapbox about all you fans of other teams and pick and choose who you want to be. I grew up Grady, Crawford Long, Northside. All you folk that were grown here, right here in this red clay, that want to claim other teams. I'm gonna get on my soapbox here a little later to talk about that. But Banks, it hit a little different for us that rep this whole city and all the sports teams. For real. For real.
It hits different because it's kind of piggybacking what you were saying. It ain't about fans of other teams. It's fans in our own city that wants to piggyback on our failures, or piggyback on what the media is saying. And it's disheartening to hear someone that's so-called ATL down, that's born in Grady and Crawford Long and Northside, whatever you have, and always be like, well, you know what? Yeah, I rock with the Yankees because they a winner. Okay, you can pull for who you want to pull for, but do not, and I repeat, do not come back through that door, because guess what? We already know what it is come next year. Oh, I always been a Braves fan. Oh, really? Since when? Since when they held up their second trophy in this city. But yeah, it hits different for ones that who likes all ATL, not just Lakers and Yankees and Steelers and every team that had success in the past. That's easy. I can go say I was a Steelers fan too. They won 5 championships. That's very easy. But it's called the struggle. And
Exactly.
it's much sweeter, way much sweeter to know that we've been through the struggle, even with the Braves, and now they got a home. They got another trophy in that case.
Real talk. Real talk. So, man, listen, I'm gonna say this for me and Banks and Derico on this show, man. I will put and I will issue the challenge, man. We much love to like all the fans of this show and all the fans that we know around this country and around the world. For a matter of fact, shout out to my man Kevin Knight over in England, who represents the ATL, who has no ties really to the city, but represents the ATL. And I'm gonna say it like this here, man. We rep Banks, Derico, we rep, and I challenge anybody to say they want to put on for the city harder than we do. Because you know what I'm saying, we can really we really put up, and we'll really show y'all how we do it for this city. Derico has put up, Banks has put up, I have put up. We put up for this city, man. So if I feel like I want to call people out, I can call people out, and I can back up what I back up because I've been doing this for quite some time. Derek, I'm gonna give it over to you again. Like I said, this is unscripted, man. We didn't really do no outline for this show, man. We just recording this thing, man, because we just so excited about winning this championship, man. For real.
I mean, when you have gone through so much as an Atlanta fan, I mean, real Atlanta fan. I'm not talking about just one team like you was talking about earlier, Leo. We don't rep just one team. Like we rep the city. It's the city. You know, the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Dream, the Thrashers when they was here, the damn rugby team. Like who
The
knows rugby?
swarm,
I
the
mean,
swarm,
I mean,
everybody,
it
the
don't matter.
Skyhawks, everybody.
It don't matter. I mean, if you gonna rep the city. Like all these flaw ass fans that hitch their bandwagon to so called winners because they got the win. I mean, it's sad. But I can tell you one thing: the city will be on fire Friday for this Atlanta Braves team because we know what it means to the city, not what it means to folks that want to jump on a bandwagon to say they claim the championship. No, this was for the city. This was for Hammering Hank Aaron. This was for 44. So for anybody that don't understand what we're talking about, when you see 44 on anybody's jersey, you're going to think about Hammering Hank Aaron. I don't care if it's the Hawks jersey. I don't care if it's a Falcons jersey. It don't matter.
Hey
Y'all better
man,
understand right now that
listen
we
here, man.
serious. We
Listen
serious.
here. Listen here, man. Listen here. We've done this since 1966. You know what I'm saying? We've done this since 1966 in this city. I do this for, you know what I'm saying, people that have repped this city for a while. Banks, we do this for people like your grandfather that have been with this city through everything, who started when this team came to this city and has been here, has worked for this team, for this organization for 50 plus years. That's what we do it for, man. We do it for, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm getting a little emotional and I'm gonna go ahead and put it out here, man, because it's raw. It's like this, man. I do it for my father. Man, my father was an Atlanta native, man, born here in 1949. You know what I'm saying? That was a diehard fan of every team in this city. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We do it for people like him, for real. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. And you know, it is what it is, and I say what I say, and I'm gonna put it out there. We do it. We do it. You know what I'm saying? You feel how you feel, whatever the case may be. If you feel some type of way that we calling y'all out or we putting, it is what it is. I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna call y'all out. You know what I'm saying? But this is a championship for people, man, that's been riding with these organizations in the city for a while, man. Yeah, I'm a little emotional, man, and yeah, I done had a little bit, man, because like I said, we don't want a championship in this city, and we'll finish this show out here in just a moment, man. I'm gonna give it back over here to Derek, man. But I'm sorry, Banks. How do you feel about that, man? Your grandfather, man. Shout out to your grandfather that's been riding with these teams in this city thick and thin. He was able to see a championship with the team with the Braves in 1995. Able to see a championship tonight. This is special, man. This is very, very, very special for people that have rolled this out for 50 plus years with these teams in this city, man.
Absolutely, Leo, man. They did a special. They interviewed him on WSB this morning. I missed it. Everyone was calling me this morning saying, "I saw your grandfather." They met him coming out the stadium last night, well, on Sunday night from Game 5, and it was a hashtag. WSB said, "Bring it home for Banks," and it that kind of touched me, man. I'm like, that's my name. You know, I'm I'm from him, you know, saying I'm a part of him. And he said bring it home for Banks. And, unfortunately he wasn't able to go to Houston this time because, he's not able like he used to. So he had to kind of stay back. And I'm sure he wanted to be there, and I'm glad they did this for him. Not necessarily for him per se, but I'm glad he's able to
They did it
witness
for
it.
the city. They did it for the
They
city.
did it for the city. And on another swing, I want to kind of switch gears a little bit. For the ones that said that Atlanta United wasn't a real championship, well, is this real enough for you? Is this real enough for you? If Atlanta United wasn't real, then is this real? I'm trying to understand because a championship's a championship. So we're not going to count Atlanta United, but can we count this one? For
Man,
all
you
you
gonna count?
naysayers out there, okay, we're gonna okay.
They gonna
I'm
count
just
Atlanta
asking
United.
for. I'm asking for a friend. Are we gonna
No,
ask?
we
We're
count.
not gonna
We
count that.
count.
Or we're gonna count this one.
No, we count Atlanta United
Okay,
for all
all
them.
right.
And I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna probably piss some people off for all these ignorant ass sports fans. And I'm not taking any shine away from the Braves right now because this is the Braves moment. It's the Braves time. For all you ignorant ass sports fans that don't want to count the Atlanta United championship because you feel like some type of way about soccer or whatever, man, get out your goddamn feelings. Soccer is the biggest sport on this planet. So for you not to say you don't want to count Atlanta United or whatever, because you and your feelings about whatever, man, get over that. Get over that. Get over that. Derek, I'm gonna give it back to you, man. Like just for real, you just heard what Banks just said, man, about his grandfather, Lenny's, and you heard what I just said about my family. And you've been here in Georgia all your life, man. You've been a big fan all your life about this, man. So, just put it out there, man. This is raw. This is raw.
This is raw. Like when Banks was talking about his grandfather, I'm telling you, I felt some type of way because you just don't. Folks just don't understand the connection that all of us have with Atlanta sports. I'm not from Atlanta, but I flourished in Atlanta. I didn't fly here. I drove up here. And I always embraced every team in Atlanta because my mama raised me right. She taught me to understand that it ain't but one team, well, two teams. She said two teams. It was two teams in Atlanta, I'm saying Georgia. It was Atlanta Falcons and the Cairo Syrup Makers, my high school football team. So from that point, you should understand that she set the table for me to understand that you root for your home team. It take a lot for us to still be Falcons fans. It take a lot for us to be Hawks fans. It take a lot for us to be Braves fans. It take a lot to be Atlanta fans because we love the city of Atlanta. Because you know why? Because the city of Atlanta look like us. I'm just gonna say it
Exactly.
like
It
that.
is.
I
It
mean,
is
just
us.
keep it
You
there. Keep it a
cannot
It
buck.
is
you
us.
cannot
Keep it a
It
buck.
is
escape the
us.
fact that their city looks like us, and we
And
embrace a city that looks like us.
let me
And we
tell
want.
y'all.
Hold on. Well,
Go ahead.
I gotta get this off my chest. This is a time where I can say, I don't care if they want to, like Joe Buck was talking about, Marietta. F that. It's still Atlanta, Joe Buck. I don't care if they are in Cobb County. It still say Atlanta across the chest. So don't get it twisted, Joe Buck and everybody else. It says Atlanta. It don't say Marietta. It don't say Cobb County. It says Atlanta.
It's still the A.
Um,
It's still the
uh,
A. It's still the A. Banks,
um,
go ahead, man.
Truist Park has an Atlanta address. Just want to let y'all know that.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. For real talk, man. There, like I said, we bringing it to y'all raw tonight, man, on the Leo G show, man. Shout out to Atlanta Braves for winning a championship, man, bringing this championship to the city. So listen, I wanted, we'll get into the particulars of this later, man, and the implications. We'll get into the like stats and what it actually, Banks, we'll get into Alex Anthopoulos and his geniusness of this. I just wanted to bring it raw tonight and how we feel about this championship. We'll get into that later. We'll
Yeah,
get into the Freddie Freeman talk. We'll
right.
get into that later. You know
Because
what I'm saying? But
remember one stat that matters tonight.
No, no, no,
yeah,
no, no,
it's
no.
a
Y'all are all
championship.
wrong. Both of y'all are wrong. If you don't give not one shout out to Max Freed.
Oh,
Max, oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
we
Okay, we
just
absolutely
we
got
talking
some
about the only
Max.
stat that really matters at 4-2. But
Yeah,
yes, Max Freed, for y'all that don't follow the Braves, is not fried. Just put
it's
that out
free.
there.
Thank
It's
you.
free.
Thank you, Derico.
Okay.
Thank you, Derico.
For you that
Absolutely,
don't follow, it's
absolutely,
not
man,
fried. It's
absolutely,
free.
man. That
He
that
pitched the
man
gem.
deserves everything. That man deserves a lot, man, for what he did tonight,
I
and
mean,
what I'm
ever
saying,
since he got
putting it
his
on his
ankle
back
stepped on, and that's when
tonight. Yes, he
that's
did.
when the game was won right there, when his ankles was stepped on. Because he was like a whole nother pitcher right after that.
Man, man. So look, man, it has been a night. You know what I'm saying? We feeling some type of way. We toasted, man. I'm feeling like I'm what can I say, man? We champions, man. We love sports. We love sports, and it represents our city. Like Derico just said, man, the city that we love, the city that represents us. And like you said, man, it's been a lot of talk. I think tonight, right now, tonight, as we record this, we're not gonna get into all of the. I'm gonna say it, the shit about where this team is, who this team is, what happened. Man, this is a championship for us to celebrate the Braves. It's a championship for us to celebrate the Braves. All this back and forth about Cobb County, Marietta, ATL. You know what? Everybody need to close their goddamn mouth about that tonight, and we're gonna say, hey, this is a championship for the Braves and the city that they rep on their chest, which is the ATL, and all of us that's been representing for them for all of our lives, man. For real talk. We're gonna close this shit out, man. This is episode 50, man. I'm gonna close it out really quickly before I do close this out, and I'm gonna give it over to Banks, man. Where do we see Atlanta sports now? Where do we see the state of Georgia now? Because there was a lot of talk about a curse, an alleged curse with this damn city and winning championships, man. 2021 Braves of all the teams and all the adversity. Because real talk, before I give it to you, man, you're not supposed to win championships with all the adversity that the Braves had in front of them. And all these people running around here talking about curse, this city's cursed, championship, this all this shit. When you talk about sports, man, real talk. The Braves just won the championship, Banks. So, with that being said, where do we see us moving forward as a city with this sports scene here, brother?
Listen, like you said, the adversity with Acuna's going down, Ozuna's getting in his issues, Soroka going down, being middle of the pack, left for dead right after the All-Star break. It showed that to where we are now as champions, as they were resilient and they didn't give up. The trajectory of the Atlanta sports, of whatever it is, if it's a curse or higher being, whatever you want to call it, it's done. Because if this don't show you that a team that came from nowhere and did not quit, you beat Milwaukee Brewers, who had one of the best pitching. You beat the Dodgers. You beat the old hated mighty Astros in their place twice, mind you. And you did it with your makeup that you have. You just had a couple of made up, brand new outfielders. That's all. You had
I got you.
a starter pitcher who was hurt earlier in this series, by the way, in Morton, and you only had two pitchers left, and you still came out on top. Listen, whatever you want to call it, curse. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is,
It's not.
it's done.
I've never believed in those goddamn curses.
Well,
And
you
yes,
you you
Derico,
can
I am
whatever
cursing.
so whatever you can
I
sit
ain't
there
never
and
believed
say
in nothing, man.
that
I want to say
you have something that you can feel good about what's going on with these teams in this city. Wherever that your
exactly
thoughts are, it's done. Reason why I say that is because you have a team that had put the capital A in adversity. They weathered all kinds of storms. I mean, they went through
and got through it
and
exactly. So
got
there's
through
no
it,
excuse,
and it's no
and there's no
excuse. And
excuse.
you look at the other teams in the city, it could be done. It could be done, guys. It can be done. Listen, as a fan of the city, I have my hangups. I have my days where I just feel like this ain't it. I can't believe I'm pulling for this team. It gives me a brand new sense of faith. I
Absolutely,
mean, I feel like,
absolutely.
to watch the Braves do what they did, man, it's like, damn, they came from nowhere. Like, you came from nothing and you're on top of the
To do
world.
this.
You're on
So
top of
look,
the
man.
world.
Absolutely. So look, I know I'm gonna close this out, man, because Derico, man, he about to go dead on us really, really quickly, man. Derico, you want to add anything else, but man, before we close this thing out?
We are world champions.
World damn champions.
And my boy
World
Banks said he was going to play Queen. We are the champions on repeat all night.
All night
all
long.
damn night.
All night
And
I,
long.
let me say this. Let me say this. I cannot wait to see how this parade unfolds on Friday.
It's
Friday,
gonna be
man.
lit, bro. It's
Friday,
gonna be lit.
Friday,
It's gonna be millions of people,
Friday,
bro. It's
man.
gonna be so many people
Listen,
down
man.
there.
I am so damn happy, man. So
Whew.
look, as we end this show. So look, let me tell you something. As I end this show right now, and we all, I don't know how much sleep we're gonna get because I know we're still excited. But as I end this show, I think it's only fitting that I end this show right now with, before we go out, I'm gonna give it one last time for something that's very, very special and significant to this team. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to everybody that has been around with this city and been around with this team just from day one. The first person that comes to my mind is my pops. I gotta give a shout out to my pops, man, Leo G, the first, that put me on to sports and put me on to ride for the teams here in this city, because he rode for the teams in this city when they got here. You know what I'm saying? Many, many moons ago. So shout out to him, man. Pops, I love you for real. You know what I'm saying? You put me on to this, and it's the reason that I do it. You know, Banks, give your shouts, man, and then we'll kick it over to you, Derico, man, and we're gonna get up out of here. Banks, what's up?
Yeah, just shout out to the city, man. We deserve this. I say we because I'm part of it. We all part. We deserve this. We've been through so much, these past years with Atlanta sports. Um, it's just for this is for us. This is something we can actually marinate in and just bathe in it, enjoy it. This is what we've been longing for so long, and we finally tasting it. And guess what, fellas? It tastes sweet.
It
It's
tastes
very
good, man, and
sweet.
and hopefully it's more to come. Derrico, what's up, man? Before we get up out of here, brother.
We're about to pop that blends. We're about to pop that blends. We're about to pop that blends. That's all I got to say. My boy said if we won the World Series, we was gonna pop that blends, and we about to pop that Blantons.
Whatever. If you say so, man. This has been another edition of Lil G Show, man. Episode 50, man. We world champions, man. Atlanta Braves are world champions, man. Before we go, I got to do it one more time because I don't know if we'll be able to do this again. But I'm gonna do it right now, man. And we're gonna sign this thing on off, fellas. I'm gonna give it to you.